Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be talking about the Peloton. Again, my last video was really well received and a lot of people found it helpful. So, if there's anything I'm good for, it's for giving my thoughts on expensive things I bought. Today we're going to talk about some of the common complaints that users have about the Peloton bike. While the Peloton bike is great and most people agree it's really worthwhile purchase, there are a lot of benefits to it. The design of the bike itself is not flawless. As with anything, there is room for improvement. I'm going to share 5 common complaints that I hear people talk about a lot and that you should be aware of before you buy. One common frustration that people express about the Peloton bike has to do with the touch screen. So you have this 22-inch monitor. It's really beautiful. It has a really nice, big, clear picture. And during your classes, you get to use the touch screen to guide you. However, the problem is that this touch screen only adjusts this way. This is the only way you can adjust the screen. You can't turn it from side to side. You can't flip it over. And as such, you're not able to go from, say, doing a bike workout to, a yoga workout. You can't really use this screen to do work off the bike, which kind of seems like a waste. It's a big screen. You could easily watch it from the floor, but because it doesn't have that ability to rotate, you are really kind of stuck solely using this with the bike. I think a lot of people really find this extra frustrating because the Nordic track, which is one of Peloton's main competitors, does have that ability. It has a fully rotational screen. I'm pretty sure their screens are smaller, but it does have that ability to rotate, making it a lot more versatile. So I can understand why people find that frustrating. The second most common complaint I've seen has to do with the handlebars. So with the handlebars, the general rule of thumb is that if you take from your elbow and line it up with the front of the seat, your fingertips should touch the handlebars. My fingers are actually a couple inches shy of the handlebars. I personally haven't found this to be too bad when I'm riding, but for people who are shorter than me, just for reference, I'm 5'5", they have found that it's uncomfortable to have to lean forward so much to reach the handlebars. And a lot of people have expressed interest in having the handlebars adjustable this way, not just up and down. Personally, like I said, it hasn't affected me that much, and I think a lot of people might not have a problem at all because the seat does adjust. But if you do find you're a little bit short, there are extenders that you can buy that kind of pull it out a little bit. Other people have even just taken pool noodles and kind of folded it over the front bar to give, a couple extra inches so you have something sturdy to grab onto. Another common complaint has to do with the water bottle holders. So as you can see, I have just a regular Swell water bottle and it fits pretty well in here. But if you have like a larger Camelback or different type of water bottle that's on the bigger side, it's not going to fit in here. A lot of people also find the position of the water bottle holders way down here to be inconvenient. So just for example, I don't have my cycling shoes on, but if you're riding the bike, this is going to be your form. And you're probably, you're sweating, you're having a good time. To get a drink, your water bottle isn't just right here. You have to reach down and grab it, take a sip, and then you're going to have to put it all the way back. Personally, I typically don't even use the water bottle holders. I'll put my water bottle right here, just because it's a lot more convenient than having to reach up and down every time you need to take a drink, which is often because this is Peloton. Another common complaint is that there's actually no pause button if you're doing an on-demand workout. Now, it makes sense that there's no pause button in a live workout because it's live, but if you're doing a pre-recorded workout, there's no way to pause in the middle of it. This is something I think everyone kind of finds out the hard way. Personally, I wasn't that far into a workout. I was like 5 minutes into a ride, my phone's ringing, and it's the dog daycare place. Yes, I'm that person. And obviously I have to get it. I'm like, okay, is my dog hurt? Like, what's going on? I look for a pause button. I'm like, okay, how do I pause this? And there's no way. It's actually not possible. So your workout just keeps going, and you can either skip what you miss while you're doing whatever, or you have to restart the workout completely, which is pretty frustrating. I can understand to some extent why Peloton would do this. It's not a great idea to stop in the middle of your workout, because then you have to get back going again. But at the same time, life happens. You know, your kids need you. Your phone rings, someone's at the door, and when the workout just keeps going, it's pretty inconvenient. So that's another popular complaint. The final thing that a lot of people comment on is adjusting the seat height. Now, Peloton is marketed as a product that your whole family can use. You can have multiple users on one bike. Everyone has their own profile, but the thing is, the seat height has to be adjusted for each person. Your seat height depends on your own height. So if, say, you and your husband are both using the bike and he's a foot taller than you, you're going to have to adjust the seat after he uses it back to the proper height for you. It's not necessarily hard to do. There's a handle right here, and then it just slides up and down. There are actually marks on this side between 1 and 17 to help you figure out the proper height for you to get it back there easier. But nevertheless, people still find it really frustrating to have to adjust the seat height manually. A lot of people do say that it would be nice if there was some type of electronic controls for the seat height, the same way you might have in a car. Personally, I can see why Peloton hasn't done this, just because the more, moving parts, the more likely they'll break. But I don't see what's preventing them from putting notches that would kind of help you click the seat into place a little bit faster. Some of these issues might not bother you at all, but it's good to have a well-balanced review of the bike before you decide to spend $2,000 on it. If you have any other questions about the Peloton or like to see future videos about the Peloton, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.